In the news, FCT Chief Judge steps down to take up Judicial Institute appointment. And Kenya adopts cassava production to boost food security amid climate change. US returns 17,000 looted Asian treasures to Iraq. Nigeria's long jumper Brume wins first medal for country. Details coming up shortly. FCT Chief George Salisu Garba on Monday tendered his resignation to take up an appointment as Administrator of the National Judicial Institute, Abuja. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Tanko Muhammad, announced Garba's transition from being the Chief Judge of the FCT Judiciary to NJI Administrator in a statement on Monday. The CJN, according to the statement signed by his spokesperson, Ahuraka Isa, appointed Garba to take over as NJI Administrator from Rosalind Buzimo, whose tenure expired on July 31st. The coalition of northern groups has said that the petroleum industry bill, if passed and implemented, would lead to a monopolized petroleum sector, thereby causing more hardship, especially to northern Nigeria and its economy. It, however, called for the immediate halt of the process of passing the PIB by the National Assembly. While addressing journalists in Abuja, the spokesman of the group, Abdulaziz Suleiman, said, "The bill is merely an extension of the elite monopoly, often at the expense of ordinary Nigerian citizens, with dire consequences on the northern region in particular."
CNG notes the growing suspicion around the involvement of a private refinery in Lagos, said to be connected with influencing the processes for the passage of the PIB to ultimately allow its owner undue sole monopoly of operating a door-to-door oil business by which he refines and transports the products to the outlets across the country as he currently does with cement. The CNG is roundly convinced that the passage and eventual implementation of the PIB will negatively impact the socio-economic conditions of northern Nigeria, with the inevitable hike in the price of the products by the suspected individual manipulator. The CNG demand the immediate halt of the process for the PIB in its present construction, as it would invariably impact negatively on the livelihood of northern communities, especially those of the far northeast and northwest, who would be forced to buy fuel at a disabling inflated price.
The Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) announced 11 deaths from COVID-19 and 444 new cases. According to the new update posted by the NCDC on its Facebook page Monday night, the 11 fatalities took the death toll in the country to 2,160, and the 444 new cases bring Nigeria's active COVID-19 cases to 7,151. Medical experts have also attributed the increase in deaths to public health fatigue and an upscale in infections with the rapid spread of the highly transmissible Delta variant of the virus. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Mabah, has appointed Deputy Commissioner of Police, Tunji Disu, as the new head of the Police Intelligence Response Team with immediate effect. This was contained in a statement by the police spokesperson, Frank Mba, on Monday. This comes after the suspension of Abba Kyari by the Police Service Commission on the recommendation of the Inspector General after his indictment by the US for his alleged role in the $1.1 million fraud by Ramon Abbas, popularly called Hush Puppy, which he denied. Former chief executives, registrars of major agencies under the Federal Ministry of Education, whose tenure ended on 31st of July, have handed over to the most senior directors in the agencies. At the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, Professor Ishak Oloyede handed over the position of the chief executive to the Director of Information Technology Services, Fabian Okoro, after his 5-year tenure. Okoro started working with JAMB in 1993 as a programmer and rose to the position of Deputy Director in 2018. Agriculturalists from private and public sectors in Kenya have identified cassava as a crop that can boost Kenya's food production as the staple crops face climatic changes. The East African nation is warming up to alternative crops that were initially neglected to boost food security, with traditional staple crops, maize and rice, facing increased threat due to effects of climate change. Iraq on Tuesday said the United States is returning more than 17,000 ancient artifacts looted and smuggled out of the country after its invasion in 2003. According to Iraqi Culture and Foreign Ministries, Baghdad reached an agreement with U.S. authorities to recover artifacts and treasures seized from dealers and museums in the U.S., including a 3,500-year-old clay tablet bearing part of the Epic of Gilgamesh after the 2003 invasion. According to data published at the black market window abokifx.com, which collates black market rates, Naira gained against the US dollar at the parallel market window on Monday. The data revealed the local unit closed at 512.00 Naira per $1 at the market segment on Monday, which implies a 3 Naira or 0.60% appreciation from 515 Naira rate it traded in the previous session on Friday last week. FMDQ data also showed that the Naira closed at 411.5 Naira per dollar, which implies a 0.23 Naira or 0.02% devaluation from the 411.44 Naira rate it traded in the previous session on Friday last week. It touched an intraday high of 405 Naira and a low of 412 Naira 0.15 kobo before closing at 411.50 kobo on Monday. The Central Bank of Nigeria has assured members of the public that it will monitor deposit money banks closely to ensure that they fulfill the legitimate foreign exchange demands of customers. The Apex Bank's acting director in charge of corporate communications, Osita Waninsobi Sev, gave the assurance on Monday in a statement issued by the bank. This follows the Apex Bank's directive to commercial banks to start the sale of forex to customers for invisibles such as basic travel allowance, personal travel allowance, and medical and tuition fees. And Nigeria's long wait for a medal at the ongoing Tokyo 2020 Olympics final came to an end on Tuesday, with Ese Brume winning the first medal, bronze, in the women's long jump event. Brume, with her best leap of 6.97 meter, settled for the bronze behind world champion Malaika Mihambo, who snatched the gold from her very last jump of 7 minutes. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African news network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow and like TOS Television Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and remember to subscribe on YouTube. Stay with us and enjoy more programs on the network. I am Merciful Ajinomo. Thanks for watching.